Hey guys, let's try this again. My camera is not focusing. It didn't for my whole last video, which I thought was good. I was very perky and upbeat, and it didn't record. Anywho, this review is going to be on Neil Flambe and the Marco Polo Murders by Sylvester, which I had just really picked up very randomly. I didn't know what it was about. It just had a cute cover and a cute name, and it was in the juvenile section, so I grabbed it and read it without really knowing what it was about, and I was pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed it. It is about Neil Flambe, who is a 14-year-old child prodigy chef who owns a restaurant and has been cooking since he was like 3 years old. And he also on the side works with the police department because he has an extraordinary sense of smell, and they call him the nose. So anytime they kind of use him like a bloodhound sniffing out clues. And there's a series of murders going on, and it is striking famous chefs in the city, some of whom Neil knows or is friends with, and so the police has him there sniffing out some particular smells that keep showing up on the bodies, but they can't figure out what it is. And the Marco Polo part is that it starts off with readings from Marco Polo's diaries, or journals, and his one secret journal being stolen, and bits of it are being left on the victims. So there's that whole thing going on. I thought it was really cute. I liked that, you know, being a younger book, it does some fun stuff. Like, all the names were kind of food related. Of course, there's Neil Flambe, and there's also olive green, and there's a calamari and a jicama and a ginger naan. So, I mean, that was really cute, how they just had everyone had food names. A lot to talk about food, which was interesting. You know, they didn't give recipes, but a lot of descriptions of food, and like fancy food that kids in the age range for this book probably aren't familiar with, so maybe it'll get them interested in food, you know. Neil was annoying, but he was a 14-year-old boy and a prodigy at that, so it makes sense that he's annoying and very full of himself. His cousin Larry, that he works with at the restaurant, who's a little older, was a lot more fun. He's much more loose and cool and into girls and not so, you know, eye on the prize for this whole chef thing. But there's Nakamura, who's the police or detective that Neil works with, who was okay, not a whole lot going on there. He was just kind of dry, and he likes Neil, but Neil annoys him also, and he also has to do his job, and there's a whole thing. Angel is Neil's like mentor, and was a famous chef who's kind of in seclusion now. And he was an interesting character. You never really knew where he stood in the whole mystery part. And then there really weren't a lot of, there were just a few other, you know, lesser characters. There's Isabella, who's kind of a love interest for a little 14-year-old romance. So she was okay, but not a whole lot of development through the other characters. But in the end, it was surprisingly good. I really enjoyed it. The murder mystery is very interesting. I loved the facts, I assume they're facts, about Marco Polo and his journey and discoveries and stuff. I had really not much knowledge about Marco Polo before, but assuming this is all true, I've learned a lot, and it was very interesting. I did not know who the murderer was. I had a few guesses, and so it kept me wondering. I think it'll keep you wondering. I really don't try to figure out mysteries in books. I just kind of go along for the ride. But I think even if you're one of those people that really try to figure it out, that it'll keep you guessing, which is always good. And I liked all the food talk and the recipes and all that stuff. I just liked everything. I mean, some of the characters got annoying, but that was probably the point. And plus, it's younger writing, so you know. But there was some character development. Neil grows a little towards the end, but not too much, because that would be unrealistic. He's still full of himself and kind of pompous, but he realizes that he's got to be a little humble occasionally. And happy about who the murderer was and who it wasn't. Yeah, so I really liked it, and I really want other people to read it. If you're into, you know, kind of kid books, juvenile books, food, mystery, murder, it's all good. It's all good stuff. If you've read it, let me know. I don't think it's a series. Did I already say this? I told you I re-recorded this, so I can't remember if I've said this before. But I don't think it's a series. I didn't really look into it too hard, though. But it should be. Maybe it will be. Because I would definitely read more of these. This is really good. So if you know anything, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.